Okay, so here's what's going on. Just put a brand new, or an oil change on the motor. The motor only has about 10 hours on it. But, sounds like I got a mouse back here in the belt box, aka a bearing. So, I don't want to tear everything up, so I guess we're going to take it and tear it down and get the bearing replaced. And it would be right there, that upper bearing. I don't know if you can see it, where the grease fitting is. But I'm going to crank it up and see if you can hear it. I don't know if you'll be able to hear anything. But here it goes. Yeah, there's a little squeaky here, but that's not it. That's the prop. There it is. A little high-pitched squirt. So, that's where we're going, inside the belt box. This is probably most of the tools we'll need for the day. Duralast, AutoZone. Get in the zone, AutoZone. And get some money for that. That should do it. Just a set to keep around here for working on the boat. Okay, so give you a little information about what this is. This is a Franklin 2-to-1 belt box. The way it works is it's attached to the motor at the bottom. It's transferred by a 6-inch belt to a cogwheel at the top, attached to the prop, and it's 2-to-1, so the motor runs twice as fast as the prop runs. So if you're running 2,750 RPMs on the prop, you're running 5,500 RPMs on the motor. Okay, first thing, break them all loose first. We're getting some slippage, so we're going to have to get a 12 point on that one. Yep. Okay, I had the right socket. The problem was there's washers right here, and there's 2 of them stacked on top of each other, and it felt like the bolt was slipping on the socket, and it was just the washers sliding across each other. So one thing I forgot to tell you was there's marks on here for the pitch of the prop, and you want to make sure you mark them before you take them off, just so you got it back to where you had it, because it has standard marks on it, but you may be in between them. So I've got it marked where it was at presently, so when we put it back together, we'll be able to put it back just like it was. Going to grab a screwdriver so I can separate that. There you go. All right, so now the blades are off. We gotta take the rest of the hub off. We got 6 more bolts right there, and that's next. Oh, by the way, it's in Florida in May, so you know it's hot. Well, if you don't, you've never been in Florida in May. And needless to say, battery's disconnected. Key may be in the ignition, but there's no battery, so you ain't got to worry about that. So we'll get the last one. They'll both come out together. There she is. Okay. Always have you a bucket of some kind. I prefer Imperial to put all your bolts in. 2, 4, 6. 4 more 10. Okay. So now it's a 2-person job. Back up a little bit. I gotta take all the bolts from around there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, Is it 9 or 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 bolts around the outside edge. And that whole piece will come out with the cog on the other side of it. Okay? So they're 9/16. Break them all loose and then not take them all out. Also mark this box where this piece lines up with that piece, but it happens to be on the other side. There's a red mark over here. I'll show you. Because the casting on this is not perfectly round. It's more a little egg shaped, so that when you put it in there you can twist it and it tightens the belt up. See, there's a red mark right there. One's still a little tight. clear some of this stuff out. I'm going to try to get this by myself. I believe I'll be able to. I hope I'll be able to. Take two people. Oh, two people job. Okay, it did take two people to get it out. Wasn't too heavy, just awkward. See if you can hear the bearing. So it's not this bearing here, but there's another bearing down there, and that's the one that's bad. So we'll take it to the machine shop. They're doing a head right now for me on a 2002 Mitsubishi Galant for my son's car, and I guess when I pick that up I'll drop this off. So that's all for Franklin belt box bearing replacement 1.